Hello everyone, welcome to the BOSJOB YouTube channel. The upcoming TIG 200F Pro ACDC is a mini welder at just over 10 kilograms. However, it has excellent performance and comprehensive functionality. For example, it is great for DC cold welding of thin stainless steel, AC cold welding for thin aluminum sheets, the beginner-friendly AC direct bond aluminum welding without fillers, bead cleaning function with turbo clean for powerful welding bead cleaning, lift arc ignition that works amazing with cold welding, and a pre-darkening mask that changes color before the arc ignition. Even independent AC NEP current adjustment, an advanced feature only found on high-end welders like the US Miller models that cost $6,000. We've packed in everything, no skimping, but here's a question from viewers. This welder's duty cycle is clearly lower than our higher grade model TIG 200C ACDC. Is the 200A 30% AC and 20% DC duty cycle actually enough for regular users' outdoor work? Technically speaking, all these duty cycles are tested at 40 degrees. And in normal welding work, there's always downtime for loading or unloading material or repositioning the torch. Those little breaks give the welder time to cool down. Generally speaking, it's extremely rare to have an extra long bead that requires non-stop welding for several minutes. But someone is curious, is a 30% or 20% duty cycle really enough in practice? A 200 amp machine is not typically operated at 200 amps for welding purposes. So today we have 4mm steel plates and 5mm stainless steel plates using a 180A welding current doing real filler welding and testing how long we can weld non-stop until the overheat protection kicks in. After a series of tests, the TIG 200F Pro ACDC with a 200 amp 20% duty cycle for DC TIG is sufficient for outdoor installation and construction. Since the initial tests were conducted in winter, we repeated the same welding tests at 40 degrees to simulate summer operation. We confirmed that this 200A 20% duty cycle at 40 degrees is more than enough for regular outdoor use. Moreover, the greatest value of this welder lies in its AC TIG aluminum alloy welding capabilities, and its 200A 30% duty cycle for AC welding is even more reliable. In fact, portable machines from top manufacturers in Europe and the US also feature a 200 amp 20 to 30% duty cycle. If the duty cycle is truly tested at 40 degrees, the welder is absolutely sufficient for non-mass production applications such as installation, assembly, and maintenance. To provide sufficient heat dissipation in such a compact machine, our R&D team uses a high-speed DC 24V fan. But high fan speed creates noise, so we set the fan to shut off automatically when the machine isn't welding for a quieter, more comfortable listening experience. We hope our small efforts bring you a better welding experience. Follow BOSJOB for endless research and innovation. See you next time. Bye-bye.